Everybody, welcome in. We're about to do some cross listing with Autoposher. I promised you guys that this morning when I was on live. I said I was going to hop on for a little bit, do some cross listing. So that's what we're going to do. Wait for people to hop on in. If you're watching on replay, make sure you like the live, all that good stuff. And then if you're interested in Autoposher, if you're interested in what you see, I do have a link in my bio, or if you're on Facebook, I have a link in my pin post for my Autoposher link. Use code KWayShop. You get, I think, $5 off your first month. Yeah, so you can use that link, or you can just go to Autoposher and use code KWayShop and get $5 off your first month. The Crosslister technically isn't out yet. What's up, Jen? The Crosslister technically isn't out yet, but if you DM Autoposher and say, I'm very interested in your Crosslister, I would like access, she will give you access. That's what she told me. So feel free to DM her and or message her. Contact button is down at the bottom of Autoposher. Just say, hey, I heard this from KWayShop. I'm really interested. I really want to try the Crosslister. I saw it used tonight. It was really, really cool, and I want it really bad. And then she'll go, okay, you can have access. And then you just pay the new fee, the new structure, whatever the plan you pick, all that good stuff. But use it for the first time today. How'd you like it, Jen? Let me know. I'm gonna turn this fan up real quick while people are hopping in, because it's a little hot back here. It's supposed to cool down over the next week too. Later on this week, it's supposed to be quite chilly, which I'm pretty excited for. But welcome in, everybody. I see a bunch of you hopping in. We're about to do some cross listing with Autoposher. Like I said, I promised you guys that this morning. If you're watching on replay, like the live, all that good stuff, I'd appreciate it. And then we'll go ahead and get started in just a minute. Let me fire up Autoposher in the background real quick. All right, we're all set. Autoposher is ready to go. Love that started with Posh and cross-listed to eBay and Mercari. Nice. Yeah, it's super simple. You just download your listings. From there, you can just take your listings and move them to whatever platform you want to move them to. So, yeah. Also, I just put out a post on Instagram and Facebook asking your opinion about the Mercari changes. So feel free to leave your opinions in that post, whatever they are, negative, positive, I don't care. I like to see the different people's opinions and why they don't like it or why they do like it, and just try to get an idea of what everybody's thinking about. So go, feel free. That's on Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to give me your opinion on it. To be honest, I see a lot of people, it's kind of mixed. There's people that love it and people that hate it. I just found out, I didn't even realize this, but the new fee structure, they only charge the buyer, from what I can see, 2.9% plus a 50% processing fee. So, or 50-cent processing fee. So to be honest, that's way lower than the fees used to be. They used to be 10% plus that fee, and I'm only seeing that other fee. Even when I make offers on listings, the fees are like way down. Even for the buyer, they're way down. For the seller, obviously, we don't pay those fees anymore. And today I made 3 sales on Mercari. So obviously the buyers don't really care. On a listing that's under $25, they're only paying like $1 something more just to buy that item. So it's not like that big of a fee. So I don't know. Leave your opinions on that post. If that's the case, if it's only 2.9% plus a 50-cent processing fee, like that's crazy low compared to all other platforms. So yeah, worked like a dream, but had to set up policies first. Yeah, there you go. Already got a sale on Mercari. Nothing taken out. Looks pretty good. There you go. See, Jen's making sales over on Mercari with the new fee structure. I like it. I don't mind it. 0 fees for me. And if I sell an extra 10 items a week on Mercari, and it costs me $2 to pull out my fees, and I'm pulling out $200-300 a week, I like the new fee structure. Obviously, if you don't sell that much and you're only selling like 1 or 2 $25 items a week, then maybe you just don't pull out as much as you used to. But the $2 fee is nothing compared to the 10% fee that we used to pay. So I don't really see the argument with that either. Unless you're one of those people that are constantly pulling out your money every time you make a sale, then yeah, I guess that could add up. But just don't pull out your money every time you make a sale. Just pull it out once a week. Treat it like a paycheck. Or treat Mercari like extra sales, because that's what I do. Mercari and Poshmark are just extra sales for me. Anytime I pull out my eBay money, which is also once a week, I just pull out Poshmark and Mercari. It's only a $2 fee. I can't really complain about that. So whatever. From what I see, the fee structure is beautiful for sellers. It's a little bit more expensive for buyers, tiny bit more expensive, couple bucks here or there. I just made an offer. I didn't make an offer, but I went to go make an offer on an $81 item, and it would have cost me $4 extra in fees. That's it, just an extra $4. All the other fees, the taxes and the shipping and everything, were going to be charged anyway to the buyer. It's the same exact fees that used to be applied to the buyer. So the only new fee is that little $4 extra charge, which is 2.9% plus a 50% processing fee. I keep saying 50%, so I don't know. I like it. I don't mind it, but feel free to go leave your opinions on either my Instagram or Facebook post. Let me know how you feel. What are your gripes? What are your wins with the new Mercari fee structure? I'd love to hear it. All right, let's get into Autoposher. I'm about to share my screen so you guys can see exactly how Autoposher works. This is Autoposher's front page. I'm going to go over it just really quickly. I do have a YouTube video on this, so feel free to go watch the YouTube video at any time. It kind of goes over everything that I'm about to show. Let me turn off my phone really quick. It goes over everything I'm about to show. So Autoposher has two functions now. They have the automation and then they have the cross lister. So this is the automation page. This is what Autoposher was known for. So it shares all day on Poshmark for me. It sends out offers on Poshmark. It can relist on Poshmark if you want it to, and it follows people back. On eBay, it sends out offers and it recreates listings. So today alone, Autoposher has recreated 77 of my listings. Basically means it pulls the listing down because it was about to end tomorrow, and then it takes it and makes a brand new listing. So pushes it back up into search. Mercari had sent out 7 offers today, and it's relisted 62 items. So 62 items on Mercari have been refreshed and put back up to the top. I don't use Depop, so I can't really show you anything about Depop. But that's what Autoposher used to be known for. But now, what everybody loves about Autoposher is the new inventory feature. So I already synced my items today, so that's just telling me that I need to verify my listings, which we'll talk about in a second. But all of these listings right here are the listings that I brought into Autoposher that I listed today. And we're going to start on page 2 because I think that's where it ends, right here on page 2. So now we're going to cross list these items. So a little bit about Autoposher. There's different different ways you can look at your inventory. I always do synced new to old, so that way I can see the newest listings I'm bringing into Autoposher. But if you wanted to do alphabetical order, you can do them alphabetical. You can do listing count if you want to, however you want to have this organized. And there's a little top bar up here that shows you everything you need to know, breaks it down into different categories and stuff like that. You can look up if you have duplicate listings. Most of the time those are false. They're not actually duplicate listings. And then your unverified. Your unverified means those are items that are not verified yet that will not be pulled down from auto sales detection. Most of them are the listings that I just brought in, and this button right here means this listing is unverified. Once I cross list it, it'll verify it, and then it'll be able to be brought down by auto sales detection, which means if I make a sale on this listing and it's cross listed to all 3, if I make a sale on this listing, since it's cross listed to all 3, it'll automatically pull it down from all other platforms. Super easy, super simple to use. And then once you get everything verified, that's the hardest part when you first bring everything in. Once you have everything verified, boom, you can just let Autoposher do its thing. Now, not only is your sharing, your offers, and your relist automated, but now your sales detection is automated. You have 4 things. Also, a cool thing about this is if you use List Perfectly before this, when you had a listing get renewed with Autoposher, it broke your link, and then List Perfectly wouldn't be able to auto sales detect your listings. With Autoposher, even when your listing gets renewed, your link is not broken because it's put right back in Autoposher. So you will forever be able to do auto sales detection on Autoposher. It's really, really cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have Autoposher got approved for the new cross lister. That's 48 hours away. How do I easily list? But that's 48 hours away. How do I easily list my eBay on Posh? Help. I'm having to do the listing on Posh and then just sync my store to get them together. Help. So do you have, Nathan, do you have Autoposher's cross listing feature, or are you still waiting for it? Did you say she's going to give it to you in 48 hours? Is that what you're saying? I'm not really sure what your question is. Because if you already have Autoposher, you just got to list on eBay, and then you just literally cross list from here. So what I did was I just imported all my listings today. These are all imported right here, and then from here I just cross list them. So let's do one. Still waiting? Okay, if you're still waiting, don't move anything around yet. Just wait till you get access to it, and then go ahead and cross list them because it's going to be so much more simple. If you don't have the cross lister yet, you're going to have to do it all by hand. So I would just wait till you get access and then do exactly what I'm going to do. you're going to sync your inventory. You're going to hit resync at the very top. It's going to bring in all of your inventory, and then from there you're going to cross list it. But I wouldn't worry about doing it yet. Just wait till you get access, because it's going to be so much faster when you get access. Let's go ahead and start cross listing from the bottom, and I'll work my way up to the top. So we're going to start with this Lily Pulitzer. We're going to hit list to Mercari. It's going to open up a page, and then we're going to verify everything's correct. Usually everything is pretty much correct with these. It's in the men's top. The shipping is correct. Everything's good for Mercari. We're going to hit list. And now this listing is listed to Mercari. I'm going to show you in a second that it was listed to Mercari as soon as we're done listing to Poshmark. So we're going to hit list to Poshmark. Again, everything should be correct because it was right on the Mercari page, but we're just going to verify really quick. Everything looks to be correct. We're going to hit list on Poshmark. Now that listing is completely listed. Easy peasy. Done. Like that's how fast. There's no gimmicks. That's how fast it is. So just to show you guys that these are listed over to Poshmark and Mercari, I'm just going to open up my Mercari page real quick. Let me see if I can share my whole tab. Can I share my whole tab? Window. Okay, cool. I can share my whole window. All right, now you're going to be able to share everything. You're going to see everything. So we're going to go over to my listings, and right at the top, you'll see that Lily Pulitzer is right there. Now we're going to head over to Poshmark really quick. And we're going to go to My Closet, and right at the top, you're going to see that there is that Lily Pulitzer. The reason that these two are right here is because Autoposher is sharing my closet right now, so those got moved into the front. But there's that Lily Pulitzer right there in the front. So Autoposher is always working. Not only is it cross-listing right now, but it's also sharing my closet at the same exact time. So it's doing like crazy amount of things all at once. So yeah, that's how fast it is to cross-list. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm just going to keep cross-listing in the background as I'm talking and just show you guys how quick this happens. So let me share my tab again real quick. Just keep it on Autoposher. What's up, Trisha? What's up, brother? I told that to Kayla today, Trisha, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I saw the challenge where the lady went up to her husband. It's like challenge, and she's like, go up to your husband and say, 'What's up, brother?' with your finger up, and see what he does. What's up, brother?" It's hilarious. All right, let's cross-list these. The trains I only put on Mercari. That's it, and the brand is not optional because I have no clue what brand this train is. So we're gonna leave that blank, and we're just gonna hit list. Boom. What's up, brother? Tuesday. God, sketch is so funny. All right, that one's listed. Let's move to Mercari. We're going to list this Lacoste over to Mercari now. I'm just going to work my way up. Easy peasy. Everything is put in correctly. Just take a second to verify. Boom. I can't do that to Jesse. He won't know. It's because he doesn't watch enough TikTok. Did you put trains on eBay too? They're already listed on eBay. Everything gets listed on eBay first and then it's imported. So as you can see, this is my eBay line right here. This is my Mercari line and this is my Poshmark line. So everything is already in eBay because I always bring everything over from eBay. It's listed on eBay and then it's synced and it's brought on in. And then we're going to list to Poshmark. Special teams, special players, special plays. All right, that one's listed. Everything's correct. It's super simple. All this information should be correct. It's never wrong up here because that's all the information that you put in. This is the stuff that's brought in by AI, so that's why it says auto-populated up here. So this is the only section you really got to just verify everything's correct. This one is correct. If you ever had to change anything, you just click on the drop-down bars and you hit list. There's a couple brands like Ralph Lauren. Sometimes it's imported as Lauren Ralph Lauren instead of Ralph Lauren, so it takes you 2 seconds just to change that over. So that line is completely listed. Now we'll work on the next one. It's just working your way up. I listed 30 items today. It's only going to take me like 10 minutes to cross list these 30 items. That's how crazy simple it is. Everything here is correct. I'm going to hit list to Mercari. By the way, each one of these lists do count as a listing credit. Somebody asked earlier today or yesterday on my YouTube video, how do you find your listing credits? I'll show you guys how to do that in just a second. Because at first I didn't know how to do it. I had to actually reach out to Neha and ask her, how do you look up your listing credits? So once this gets listed, you can see that one's listed. And we're going to go over to here. And then we're going to go over to, I think it's account. And then you're going to click on Autoposher. And then this is going to show you how many listing credits you have left. So you have your marketplaces and then Autoposher. Boom. That's how many listing credits and that's how many smart credits you have left. Easy peasy. Let's go back to inventory. We'll go back in. What's up, Wayne and Kayla? What's up? Kayla's in bed right now. You're just talking to Wayne. She's chilling. She's going to sleep. All right, now we're going to list these Allen Edmonds really quick. Easy peasy. Scroll down. Oxfords, everything's correct in here. We're gonna hit list. I'm telling you guys, this is how easy it is. So this is why when I made my decision to go from List Perfectly to Autoposher, it was a no-brainer. I had to decide. I had to take a little bit of time to think about it and see which one was best. And after I was using Autoposher, it just makes so much sense to push Autoposher because it's just this easy. Like any new person cross-listing could use Autoposher and do this. Like it's so simple. It auto-populates everything for you. So as long as your eBay listing is good, the rest of your listing should be just fine. It should be super simple. So feel free, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Still listing on Mercari, bro? I'm still listing on Mercari. Now I'm definitely listing on Mercari because it just makes sense. To list on Mercari, did you see how long it just took me to list on Mercari? It took me literally 5 seconds to list something on Mercari. If it took me, a minute and a half, then maybe it wouldn't be worth it. But yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And now with the fees, 0% fees, hell yeah, I'm listed in Mercari. All right, that one's listed. That was a women's American Giant hoodie. And now we're going to list it to Poshmark. American Giant, women's, everything's good. Hit list. Super simple. Okay, now do Depop. I would do Depop, but I don't want to waste all my credits. I have to see at the end of the month. The end of this month, when my credits come up to the end, I'm gonna see how many I have left, and then I'll start moving listings over. But for right now, I'm not gonna do it. So just push full automation. Hope to get added to the Crosslister beta. Yes, reach out to her, send her a DM. Best and easiest way to get a hold of her, Panda, is reach out to her on Instagram and say, hey, I just signed up with the automation. I heard if I message you, I can possibly get access to the Crosslister. She's already told me that everybody can get access. So just reach out to her on Instagram, and she'll add you to the list. So I guess it takes her like 48 hours to get you in. So yeah. And then within 48 hours, you should be able to list just like this. Easy peasy. And again, if you're watching this and you like what you see, make sure you use my code at checkout because you get an extra $5 off your first month. So you might as well just get that extra $5. It's worth it. Worth it to save $5. So if you use all your credits, you can have to buy more. Yes, I'll show you exactly what you have to do with that. So if you go to pricing right here, and I have this plan right here, if you need to purchase additional credits, like let's say you need an extra 100 credits at the end of the month, each credit is 1 cent extra. So 100 credits at the end of the month would be $1 extra. So you just reach out to her. I think you can just purchase it right on here. It'll show a tab, will pop up, and then you just add the extra credits on, or you just keep listing and it'll probably bill you at the end of the following month. I'm not really sure. I have to reach out to her and see how that happens. I'm sure if you just keep listing, it'll just bill you a penny at the end of the month. It just racks it up. But yeah, discounted listing credits, they're all a penny each after you run out, which is really, really nice. Back to inventory. Email her. So I did that a couple hours. Cool. Cool, cool. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Did I already finish page 2? Yep, I already finished page 2. All right, now we're on this page right here. We're just going to keep listing these to Mercari. I already know everything's correct, so we're just going to literally scroll to the bottom and hit list. Over and over again, scroll to the bottom and hit list. Super simple. And all of these are getting cross-listed. There's no verifying and checking and all that stuff. The auto population is really good. And also you'll notice every time that I'm listing these, where do you find the credits? I'll show you in just a second. Every time I'm listing these, by the way, you'll see that this little orange thing is going away, which means all my listings are getting verified, which means if one of these sell, then it'll have auto sales detection. So question, since I got the full automation, when I upgrade to the Crosslisting automation, will I get a credit? I'm sure that's what happens. She's not going to bill you twice. She's really good about that. So she'll probably, if you do get billed, she'll probably just refund the 35 and then you'll get the full automation. I'm sure that's what she'll do. She wouldn't take that away from you. All right, to see how many credits you have left, you're going to go over to your account and then you're going to click on Autoposher at the very top and it'll show you exactly how many credits you have left. So I have 321 used out of 2,000. So again, you go to account and then it'll already be on marketplaces defaulted. You're just going to click on Autoposher. It brings you up to this page and then it shows you how many credits you have. So yeah, back to the inventory. Go to the bottom, keep cross-listing. I listed a bunch of trains today, so these are a lot simpler to list than the other things because I only have to list to Mercari. Obviously, I'm not going to list trains to Poshmark. For one, it'll be a waste of a credit because I don't think trains will sell on Poshmark, and it'll just clog up my Poshmark store. Also, your lines might be different than mine. So what she has is whichever has the most listings will always be to the left. So you can see eBay has 1848, Mercari has 1784, Poshmark has 1639. So let's say you're a Poshmark lister and you want to start moving stuff over to eBay. When you import your listings, your Poshmark will be on the left. So just keep that in mind when you're listing. Yours might look different than mine. Always the biggest will go on the left and it'll go down from there like that. Do you think the lack of style tags are going to affect sales? I never use style tags ever. I've never ever actually. Does anybody in the chat? Leave me in the chat. Do you guys use style tags too? I have never used style tags. What's up, Liv? Welcome in. Cross listing right now. Easy peasy. We're going to cross list 30 items in 10 minutes. The other day I cross listed 100 items and it took me like less than 30 minutes to cross list 100 items. It's so easy. So easy. It's just clicking. You could train, like if you have like a 13-year-old kid, you could train your 13-year-old kid to cross list for you. It's so simple. Pay him $20 a week, and then you can automate that too. Then you don't have to pay that either. What's the style tags? The RN number? No, the style tags are like you can use hashtag colorful and hashtag rainbow and that kind of stuff. You put that in and like style tags right here, optional. Put style tags. So for this one, I could put, scroll down and put style tags if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because I don't think it really affects sales. To be honest, I don't think it pushes you in the search anymore. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it will. All right, now we're finally on a piece of clothing, so we're just going to click on this. Cuts, we're going to go down. Cuts is not a brand that's going to be available on Mercari or Poshmark, so you can just verify that if you wanted to and just type in Cuts. And as you can see, nothing comes up. So you're just going to leave that blank anyway. Autoposher already knew that, so it didn't put that in. Just make sure your shipping's correct. Boom. Yeah, Y2K vintage workwear, stuff like that. Yeah, like just random like words that'll bring people into your listings. I don't use those. I guess maybe Depop you would use those, but yeah, I don't think so. We're going to verify too on Poshmark that Cuts is not a brand. Oh, there it is. Cuts clothing. So it didn't pull it up because on eBay I have it listed as Cuts. So we pull it in, Cuts clothing. We add that to Autoposher. Took 2 seconds. Boom. Now that one's listed. And now it'll be on the right brand too. The 2 brands that I found so far that it messes up, and it did the same thing on List Perfectly, is Ralph Lauren will come in as Lauren Ralph Lauren sometimes. And then Lululemon comes in as Lemon sometimes. So you just got to change it to Lululemon Athletica. Yeah, it just takes 2 seconds to just add that in. So those are the 2 brands so far that I've seen. And it did the same thing on List Perfectly. The AI picked it up as a different brand. I don't think there's really anything you can do about it. So let's see. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren piece. Let's see if it pulls it in correctly. On this one, on Mercari, it pulled it in correctly. I bet you Poshmark it pulls it in as Lauren Ralph Lauren. I don't know why it always defaults to that. Nope, it did it correctly on that one, so we're good. Just hit list, and we're done. Easy peasy. See how fast I just listed? How many listings was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. So 16 listings I've done already on this live. I've been live for what? 10 minutes? Something like that? 12 minutes? I guess I can look at my timer. 23 minutes, never mind. I've been live a little bit longer than I thought I was. This one's ready to go, but I've also been talking too. If I just wasn't paying attention to the cross listing, I would already probably be done at this point. Listed the Poshmark, Vineyard Vines, Polo, boom, boom, boom. Everything's correct. List on Poshmark. Easy as pie. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat. If not, just hang out, watch me list. What's up? Skittles in the chat. What's up, Skittles? All right, this is another thing that it doesn't bring in correctly because eBay, and I showed this on my YouTube video, eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari for big and tall sizes have different ways of putting them in. So 3XB is for eBay. For Autoposher, it's 3X big. So big 3X is what you have to put in. So you have to put that one in and then list it. And then you'll see on Poshmark, there is no such thing as 3X big. So it'll always default to having nothing in the listing. You're just going to put 3X for that because Poshmark doesn't have a 3X big. If you go to big and tall, you can also add your own too, but I just put 3XL. And then see, this one defaulted for Ralph Lauren. It always defaults to Lauren Ralph Lauren. So you're just going to type in Ralph Lauren, and then you're going to list. Any reason your first photo is zoomed in, just preference, or do you... Oh, so this photo, this is my money shot. So the money shot is, let me show you the money shot. I don't think I can see the photos on here. I have to go into the listing. But yeah, that's the money shot. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Hold on. Got a Vineyard Vines t-shirt for $2.99 at Burlington Coat Factory. Let's go. Burlington has some steals and deals sometimes. I'll show you what my money shot is. I'll actually show you it on this one because this is a really good one. Alan Flusser, everything's correct. It's listed on Poshmark. And then I'll open up the listing on eBay, which is really simple to do if you ever wanted to check your eBay listings or check and see if these are listed to the other platforms. You can just hit this button. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit view listing. It's going to open a different tab. So I'm just going to take you guys with me to that tab. And this is my eBay listing. So this is what I call the money shot. This is what's going to draw the customer in to your listing. I always take it in square mode. So in square mode, when you're looking on the phone, there won't be these white edges. It's only on the computer. And then you have your full front, full back, your tag photo, and then she took a photo of the actual name. But that is the photo that's going to suck the person into the listing. It's going to not look like every other Alan Flusser on eBay. Really, really attracts the customer. So it's just a simple shot. All it is I'm taking it at an angle. I'm not shooting it straight on. I'm literally just turning my phone a little bit so it's curved. And I always try to make the top edge pretty flat. This one's a little curved, but I try to make it pretty flat so it's like an artsy type of photo. And it just sucks the customer into the listing. I've always done those. This is good for clothes for sure. I do primarily hard goods eBay, but I see a lot. Do Mercari too. Where's some? Yeah, selling eBay, half bottle perfumes. I'm part-time, so I'll see how many listings I do at a time. Yeah, yeah, I definitely think it's good for, because this is mainly, it's not mainly for people who sell clothing, but I can see what you're saying, that people with clothing probably have more success cross-listing. But yeah, you could cross-list hard goods from eBay to Mercari, just like I did right here. The trains are listed to eBay to Mercari, and I used to never do that, and I actually just started doing that, and I've already sold, I think, 2 trains on Mercari since I've been cross-listing with Autoposher. So adds to some extra sales that I wouldn't have had. All right, let's get back into the cross-listing. Yeah, super simple. That one's ready to go, and that one's listed. I have to check out Burlington more often. I never go to Burlington. I never go to Ross. I typically only go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and sometimes I'll go into Nordstrom Rack, but lately Nordstrom Rack has been way too high price-wise. So, yeah, I don't really go into there too often either. There we go. That one's listed. So this one's a 2XLT. So it's probably not going to... Oh, it did come in. Came in correctly on Mercari, but it's probably not going to come in correctly on Poshmark. Typically, big and tall sizes are the only ones that don't come in correctly. But again, that's because each platform has them listed differently. One's 2XLT, one's 2XL tall. This one just says 2XL, but we're going to come down and put 2XLT. And again, it brought it in as Lauren Ralph Lauren. So we're just going to type out Ralph Lauren, bring it in, and list it. You could leave it as Lauren Ralph Lauren. It really doesn't matter too much on Poshmark, but I like putting the correct brand in there just so we don't get any discrepancies. And that's all my listings. Everything has been cross-listed. That's 30 items that I've cross-listed today. And if I wasn't talking, I probably would have been done in 10, 15 minutes tops. So not sure if you know, but does Autoposher let you change photos? Because Depop only allows 8 photos total, and some of my listings are like 10 plus. That's a question I need to bring up to Autoposher because I actually don't know the answer because I don't sell on Depop. And typically when I list my items, I don't use more than like 5 or 6 photos. So I never have run into that issue. I'm sure that the way it works is she probably uses the first 8 photos of your listing and doesn't use the last few. But yeah, that's a good question. I'll ask her after the live and get back to you. Or you can reach out to her, Panda, and ask her that question. She's really good about getting back super fast. Because I don't know the answer. I don't sell on Depop. So, etc. by Mira Insane. They have command because of my area. Surrounded by wealth. Nice. Wait. Insane. TJ Maxx, etc. by Mira Insane. Insane as in good. Like they have a lot of good stuff. TJ Maxx recently, I've been to a few and I haven't found really anything. Actually, the last 2 times I went, I haven't found anything. So that's my Autoposher tutorial, my little live listing. Typically with List Perfectly, I would have still been cross-listing because I had to bring open every single tab and list. But with Autoposher, it's super simple. I'll bring you guys over to my Mercari really quick and show you that everything is listed to Mercari. So if we go through, share my Mercari store. If we go through, you can see everything that we just cross-listed is all listed to Mercari. Everything. That simple, that easy. All the prices, everything is correct. Super fast and simple to use Autoposher. So again, if you liked what you saw, use code KWayShop at checkout. You get $5 off. It's also affiliate link, so it does help out the channel. You save $5, helps us out, helps you out. Everybody wins. But outrageously high got you. With TJ Maxx and Marshalls, you gotta wait for the clearance. Like Polo Ralph Lauren pieces at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, even basic ones, are like 40-50 bucks. There's no money to be made. But when they go on clearance, you can sometimes pick them up and make money, especially the niche pieces. Sometimes TJ Maxx and Marshalls will get one-offs, like crazy. Like during the winter, there was one TJ Maxx in my area. I didn't pick up any because they didn't go cheap enough, but they had a bunch of cashmere Ralph Lauren sweaters, 100% cashmere. Retail on those are like $298 or something like that. They had them for $100. There wasn't much money to be made, and I was going to pick them up when they went clearance. But before Christmas, everybody bought them up because they were still a good deal at $100. They're still pretty cheap. So, how do I get in touch with Autoposher? I got charged 2 times last month when I signed up. Reach out to her. Most likely, what's going to happen is she's going to refund you that amount. She's not going to charge you $35 and then charge you the other on top of it. So reach out to her, just let her know what happened. I'm sure she was already planning to like refund all the people that are signing on and then upgrading. But yeah, reach out to her. She's really good about getting back to you. Really good about getting back to everybody fast. But all right, everybody. Appreciate you guys hanging out. That was a little Autoposher tutorial. I'll probably do more live listings like this. Who is it? If you go on Instagram, it's just Autoposher, or you go on autoposher.com. At the bottom, there's a contact us button. Hit the contact us button and you can email her directly, and then she'll email you back. So yeah, you just go to Autoposher. The reason I always say she is because Neha is the one who runs Autoposher, and she's a she. So I always say she, but she's really good about getting back super fast. So yeah, just reach out to her, say, hey, I was charged twice. Am I going to get a refund? Most likely she'll just be like, yeah, I'm going to refund you at the end of the month. So, all right, everybody, appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll probably be live. I'm definitely going to be live on YouTube tomorrow. We're going live thrifting at some Salvation Armies. We haven't been to Salvation Army in like 6 months in my area. So I'm pretty excited to see like if the prices are still good or if they're bad. I don't know. But make sure you come out. Also on YouTube, I have made a pre-live for Wednesday's live. So you can already go in and follow that live and like it, and hit the notify me button or whatever you do on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube. But you can hit that button, so on Wednesday you'll get a notification as soon as we go live. That's already up on YouTube for Wednesday's live thrift. I'm going to make sure I put those up beforehand as well, so you guys can always go in and make sure you hit that notify me button on the live so you never miss a live thrift. So appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll be live tomorrow. Peace.